can tell you that.
Tell you that. Now, ahead of Armed Forces Day on Saturday, a new campaign is being launched to strengthen our commitment to veterans, which, frankly, is not very good.
That's right. The charity Help for Heroes is unveiling the People's Promise. From mental health to housing and employment, the campaign sets out a clear message.
Our duty to veterans, basically, it says, shouldn't end when the service does. Well, let's speak to the founder of a very important charity, Help for Heroes, Mark Elliott. Mark, good morning. You're very welcome on this programme because we like to do what we can to support veterans. Frankly, we know the support from the government is not good enough, which is why we have to have charities like you stepping in to help them. We see the veterans begging in the street and sleeping rough.
Well, good morning to both of you. Firstly, you're making me feel very hungry. So that's the first thing. You're absolutely right. It's not lost on me that it's almost 18 years to the day that the idea that a small group of volunteers were going to get together and try and raise £10,000 to help wounded, sick and injured servicemen, because not a lot was being done. And that was 18 years ago. I think it's fair to say that the landscape has changed dramatically for veterans over the past 18 years. And I think that is largely down to the work of Help for Heroes. I often think there are two things, or people say there are two things in life that are certain, and one is taxes, as you've been talking about, and the other is death. But I would like to suggest there's a third, and that's the only people that will look after veterans, those that have served our country and their families, are the incredible British public.
Mm. Go on, Mark.
Go on, Bev.
No, I just wanted to know a bit more about the People's Promise. What is that?
I think it goes back, well, I know it goes back to something we said in 2007, Bev, and that's it. We believe the British public do care about veterans. They do absolutely understand the commitment that we do. We go, and our government, and therefore the British public, send our young men and women, your family members, your sons, your daughters, to fight and keep bad people away from your door. And we believe that when they come back, if they're lucky enough to come back, that they should be looked after. Mm. And it's quite simple. You know, there are lots of things in life that people make it terribly complicated. It's not. If you are prepared to go and pay the ultimate sacrifice to defend your nation, if you are lucky enough to return, and if you're slightly unlucky and you've had injuries, be that mental or physical, the nation should look after you. And it's really quite simple. And governments, you know, I've lost count of the amount of prime ministers there's been over the past 18 years, let alone when I served, or defence ministers or armed forces. I don't know their names, or they come and they go. It is quite simple. The People's Promise is this nation will look after those that keep bad people away from your door. They're your sons and they're your daughters. They're your grandchildren. They're your aunts, they're your uncles. When people say veterans, it's sort of an unpersonal thing.
Yeah.
These are your family members, and we believe that they should be looked after when they get back.
Yeah, we couldn't agree more, which looks like what, Mark? We're short on time, but if they need a house, they get one. If they need support, they get one.
It's absolutely right. Veterans are not victims. They are incredibly brave young men and women who do stuff that most people don't want to do.
Yeah.
And when they come back, the People's Promise says we will look after them.
Quite right too. Thank you so much, Mark, from Help for Heroes there, the co-founder, Mark Elliott. Come back and see us again soon. We're totally on board and supporting you. Are you hungry, Andrew Pearce?
A little.